Hi, I missed World Read Aloud Day yesterday, so in honour of the day after World Read Aloud Day, I'm going to read an extract from The Girl Who Lost Her Shadow. So I'm just going to read a bit from the very beginning. Our main character Gail is looking for her sister's missing shadow. It slipped out of her bedroom door and out of the house, and Gail's been following it out the village and up the mountainside. So the drizzle had stopped. Gail bit her lip and lurched to her feet, turning away from her home towards the south of the island. Here the ground rose knuckled and gnarled. Around the dark tangle of Grimlock woods, hills towered, threatening as shark fins, their sides tumbling down into steep valleys and lochs where the cold, luminous water seemed to reflect skies from whole other worlds. It was a long and treacherous hike to reach the sharp, southern tip of the island, where the ocean lashed at the cliffs and the path crumbled into jagged arches. Few people walked that way, and even fewer lived there. Gail and Kay had often talked about that journey to the southern tip. They knew that was where the Storm Sisters were, two huge rocks standing right on the edge of the cliff. The story went that the Storm Sisters were giants turned to stone many years ago. People said that the sisters protected the island, calling the ocean to batter hardest against their faces and spare the rest of the coast. As soon as they'd heard the story, Kay was enthralled. She suggested they hike south and look for them, and they'd spend hours planning what they'd take and when they'd go. But that was before everything had changed. Gail turned back to the hillside, scanning the slopes for her sister's shadow. Where had it gone? She hurried upwards, her eyes darting from side to side until... Wait, was that it? Gail straightened, her hand shielding her eyes. There it was, a dark blur paused near... Her stomach flipped. The shadow hovered at the entrance to Oyster Cave. For a wild moment, Gail thought it was waiting for her, but then it shuddered, the darkness within it trembling, and Gail remembered that she was the one who'd chased it away. "No!" she called out as the shadow slid towards the gaping hole. "Wait!" she shouted, and her eyes widened as she saw the shadow steady for a moment, then twitch and slip neatly into the cave opening.